And now, welcome to the Great Cigar and Pipe Show. Presented by Hiram Solomon Cigars. And also the Oliva Cigar family. Coming to you live from the Corona Cigar Company studios.
I am a blues man. I live this life.
We are the blues men.
We are the blues men.
Well, I hope you guys are going to turn into the blues tonight the way you're drinking. Now, welcome, everybody, to another great cigar and pipe show. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. The way you're drinking, you ain't going to have no blues to worry about.
Nope.
But welcome, everybody. It's another week, and we are excited. We have a couple of special ladies on for you. And it's always fun to have the ladies on because, you know what? They got better palates than the men, and they're a lot more fun to talk to. And there's a lot of,
and they look a lot more.
oh, of course. I mean, come on.
Us.
You know, it's tough. I mean, we definitely have a harshness about us.
You think?
Oh, come on, Frank. You're so hard on us. Come on.
We're not winning any beauty pageants. I can tell you that.
We could go into the goatee pageant, you know. I mean,
hey, we should do a Steve Saka lookalike contest on the show.
Wow. I don't win. I lose.
No,
You lose.
Kyle would just be the water boy for us. That's all.
You know,
Water boy.
Ronnie has the Saka overall look and feel. You know, he does.
And I lost weight, so I can't beat him. You know, but yeah, it's good.
Yeah. So that finger was amputated, Ronnie?
It was the middle finger that we talked about a little bit earlier. You know, I mean,
You lost weight.
Around the ankles. Ronnie lost weight around the ankles. He trimmed his beard.
Just wait till you see me, boys. Just wait till you see me.
Oh,
It's
boy,
all
oh,
right.
boy. Oh.
But yes, everybody, welcome. And I'd like to ask you, please, everybody, hit the share button. We're going to say that a lot during the course of the show because obviously we want everybody to see our special guest tonight and talk about what she does. And, you know, she's good at it, her and her husband, Jason. Yeah. And they got, everybody should know them anyway, but that's all right. We got them on. We got Rebecca and Jason about Ash Quarterly. So that's great. And tonight, stepping into for Jerah is a Cigar Box Marketing. Kafie Pecorini is stepping in.
Oh, Cigar.
No, I didn't say Zimbar. Jesus Christ, guys! Can you? I fixed myself. Come on, God, all right. But we do have Kafie Pecorini coming on for Jerah this week. So two fine ladies that are going to talk cigars and this wonderful industry that we are in.
Yes.
So, you know, we're excited. We really are. Oh, yeah. And, you know, countdown to the PCA, guys. Las Vegas is like around the corner, man.
Yeah, just over a month.
Little over a month.
Little over a month.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what's great, Ron?
We
can actually, now we're staying in the Venetian as opposed
I know.
to
We don't have to carry the coffin across the streets over the dead bodies and smell all the weed.
No, we just got to carry it on like 30
Central this year.
This way, we've upgraded our stay from you know, the last motel.
The
last.
Hey, that's all right. I think I've got a groupie for us that lives out there that might be able to carry the case for us. You know, he's willing to do a lot of work for us.
Oh, really? Oh, that's all right. Hey, Davey boy, you hear that? Wow, you're gonna carry the coffin. But yeah, Frank, we're gonna be.
So Kyle, is that your sidekick?
Huh?
Is that your sidekick?
My side, yes, he's one of my sidekicks. This is my other sidekick.
Yeah, folks, we're Las Vegas, and make sure you join in on us because we're going to be talking to just about everybody. But the big part this year is going to be the Boutique Cigar Association Pavilion that they've got. We got 17 boutique cigar companies that's going to be under the
16. 16 tables.
16, but
16 or 17. If you
16 or 17.
It could be 17.
Could be
18.
They're all outside by the pool.
All right, maybe we would have 17. But you know what? It's going to be the first time that the BCA has put together this pavilion. And you know what? It's amazing what they did.
It's a partnership between the BCA and the PCA.
And you know, and tonight I'm going to smoke a cigar for warriors also, which is
very,
you know what?
very
Go.
important cigar for warriors.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Because they have a very close relationship to our guest. And we'll
Yes,
find out more about that when we come back.
Shortly, yes. And I was thinking about my guest tonight.
Surely you can't be serious.
Yes, don't call me Shirley.
Lead into our sponsor break. And when people come back, we'll bring on our two guests and we'll talk about some of the things that they do very differently over at Ash Quarterly. So people better tune in because it's going to be a lot of info.
So we don't introduce ourselves anymore. We're just
We don't introduce ourselves anymore.
No.
Ronnie,
No.
fuck it.
We were just still talking. I haven't finished yet. I haven't gotten to that. Frank interrupts and then you stiffen in there. So for all you folks who are first timers,
Kyle, you're in charge of the time because Bruce is not with us tonight.
believe me, I'm always looking at the time. But let's give the time to ourselves. All right. So all you guys who are brand new here, I'm Ronnie Pecorini. This is my sidekick.
He just got Pewed on mute right there. He can't talk now. How do you like that? Sidekick this.
All right. And the other two sidekicks sitting down in Florida, having a great time. Retired Bob, my brother.
How you doing, folks? Welcome back.
And the one, the only, the Chooch Master, Cousin Frank.
cheers.
Oh,
Everybody.
cheers. Oh,
Cheers,
a double,
everybody.
look at that.
Cheers.
Double soldiers.
Woo!
We
Look at these two
got
guys
old
down there
soldier,
killed them both.
And these are dead soldiers now. That's what happens when you drink before a podcast.
Yeah.
And Bob and I did that. So we will.
So we
be
may not get through the podcast,
but we'll
All
work
right.
our way through.
We'll see what kind of videos Frank puts up today.
Yes.
Let's-
There you go. We'll be all-
Just mute yourselves. Kyle and I will handle that. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't put up that other video though, because that's
That's a good-
X-rated.
That's the
Oh, God. All right, everybody. Again, hit the share button. Everybody, let's get our guests out there. And Frank, it's time to go to our sponsors.
This industry is steeped in family and tradition. You know, there's generational stuff.
there
And
we
I see
go.
it over and over, and
Yeah,
yet no, I didn't come from that. Being the outsider looking in, I got to ask all the silly questions, and people were very accepting to want to give me all the right answers. I'm very thankful for those people who kind of allowed me to come in. Now with Alec and Bradley in the business, to have our company become generational, that's pretty cool.
Welcome to GTO Dominican Cigars, a boutique cigar company that artfully blends and creates some of the finest handmade puros from the Cibao Valley in the Dominican Republic. We are fourth-generation manufacturers and growers of tobacco with over 140 years of experience, offering a variety of styles, blends, and strengths. Mild, medium, medium plus, and full-bodied. We would truly consider it an honor for you to experience our cigars. Those who know smoke GTO.
Before you light your next cigar, be sure to check out Cigar Medics, the makers of the patent-approved Humidimeter. The Humidimeter is a tool designed to display the relative humidity inside your cigar. With this device, there's no more guessing. Simply insert the probes into the foot or cap of your cigar, and you can instantly know if your cigar is ready to be smoked. Buy now on cigarmedics.com and see site for other cigar accessories. With the Humidimeter, you'll know when to hold them and know when to smoke them.
Years in the making, the Chief cigar was born, blended, boxed, and released to market on June 26, 2015. This cigar was developed by former fire chief, firefighter, cigar aficionado Ken Dorbecker, and has grown into a signature firehouse cigar line. Including, of course, the Chief, a Nicaraguan Habano blend, Proby, a Connecticut Shade blend, All Hands, a Maduro Mexican San Andreas box press, and the brand new Fire Pole, a beautifully crafted San Andreas Habano barber pole. Join the Chief family and make us part of your humidor. R&A Treasures, out of Tampa Bay, Florida. The last of a legacy. The last of an inventory of Thomas Cristiano in a warehouse where everything is aged and well kept for all your pipe and smoking needs.
And we are back, folks. And Ronnie and Kyle are muted. And I unmuted you.
Oh, hey, look at that.
That's
There you
good. I like that when
Are
Ronnie
you kidding me? The day Ronnie's muted is the day the world ends.
are. He's muted right now. He can't talk right now. So there we go.
That's what it's like. I'm mute.
Wow, Bob. I
I'll
didn't
just
know,
sit over
man.
here and be a mute, okay?
I felt the love from my brother. folks. You can only get
I
that.
just want everyone to know I'm smoking today a Stillwell Star Saka.
Yeah, well, we're doing a little soccer here.
You know what? We're doing a soccer.
Meat lovers.
Hold on there, Bob. I'll get you. Go ahead. Put it on up.
Meat lover.
There we go. A meat lover.
yeah.
And I am smoking a
Sin Compromiso. Nice.
And there's a reason why there's a lot of Saka love tonight. And we'll get into that. But let's bring our guest on, and
Well, let's bring Kathy, and then there we go.
Rebecca, here we go.
Oh, Kathy. Hello. This is Kathy Pecorini, folks, of Cigar Box Marketing. Hello, Kathy.
Hello.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi, guys.
Where's your wine?
Wine.
Did the butler bring you up the wine?
He hasn't brought it up to me yet. He's fallen down on the job.
He is. Time to fire
Done.
him.
Get rid of him.
We're getting some weird
What's
feedback
that
going.
weird background noise
What
that
is
we're
that
hearing?
noise?
We're getting some feedback
Oh,
action.
oh, oh.
That might have been me lighting my cigar.
It sounds like a washing
Wow.
machine.
Wow. It's like whale talk down in the ocean.
Ooh.
Music from
You're
the
not
humpback
going to bed
whale.
cycle that sweet.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, that's like alien.
Wow. Sounds like some from Florida.
Let me see if let's
It's
see who it is. Let's see if it's
Under
Ronnie, is
the
that your
sea.
stomach?
let me see if it's
I am
Under the
outside,
sea.
so maybe that's it.
all right. Now it's gone. It's still
No,
there.
it's still there.
Let me mute everybody's mic at one at a time. Let's go, Kathy. Is it still there? I still
Yes.
hear it.
Yep.
Still
Let's
hear
go
it.
to
Yep,
Rebecca.
yep.
Let's go to Rebecca's mic.
Still there.
Ah,
Rebecca.
Oh no.
So Rebecca, we're going to probably ask you to reboot it or something because you've got some funky.
Do you have
Whale.
earbuds that you can use?
Yeah, you got earbuds?
No.
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 She
William,
doesn't-
can you close the garage halfway, please?
Oh, it's
Oh,
gone.
there it is.
Whatever.
Nope,
no,
no, it's back.
You know what? It's your arm. Keep your arm in this direction. It's
No, it's still there.
Fox viewing stations.
All right. Well, Kathy, why don't you introduce our guest and see how that rolls?
Well, we'll just have to deal with the noise. We'll just consider it some background crowd noise.
There you go.
I appreciate you guys having me on tonight. I'm glad I could step in for Jerah, but I do have the honor of introducing Rebecca Faulkenburg, who is the co-editor of Ash Quarterly, a wonderful magazine that she writes with her husband, Jason. And I think that the nice part about this is we get not only the perspective of a magazine editor, but somebody that really has spoken to luminaries and promotes products in their magazine and does great reviews. So I think tonight's going to be very, very genuinely new for us. This is something different. So without any ado, let's introduce Rebecca. Thank you so much for joining us.
No, thank you for having me.
Hello, Rebecca.
Hello.
Yeah, like somebody mentioned, it sounds like a sonogram.
I like Joey's answer. It sounds like Ronnie's stomach.
That's what it sounds like. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Joey. I'm going to sit next to you soon.
No, that sound is really
No,
bad.
we're gonna try to get Rebecca back because I think she may have to reboot whatever it is.
Yeah, I'll
Rebecca,
try that
you-
right now.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks, Rebecca. Sorry about
No
that.
problem. No, it's okay. I'll be right back.
All right.
It sounded kind
Okay.
of like Orca. We had Orca in the background
Yeah.
because we do know that cigar smoke does attract whales.
Yes.
It does.
Oh, yeah.
It's proven. It's a proven
It's
fact.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, I love the research that our government
Jacques
does.
Cousteau, museum.
Jacques Cousteau.
Jacques Cousteau, Bob. You know, me and Bob fucked up. Let's drink.
Wow, we're just going with the F-bombs.
Bobism.
F-bombs right off the bat. Let's do this. All right, keep the count
So,
going.
Kathy, how we doing, kiddo? What's going on with cigar
Kathy,
box
if I were you, I'd
marketing in
be
the
afraid
meantime?
to say anything.
I was in
We're gonna
the
be
middle
right on you.
of looking up whales and cigar smoke. I mean,
I want to know what Moby Dick's favorite cigar is.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, I knew that was coming.
It might be the Lewinsky. I don't know.
Off the rails, folks. Off the
First
rails.
thing.
Well, we
First
got to
thing.
keep our viewers entertained.
Our paying audience,
Yes,
because they
yes.
pay to watch
all
us.
5 of them.
Oh no, it's more than that, Kathy. Don't lie.
Well, no.
All right.
Bruce isn't here tonight. It is 5.
Let's get Rebecca back on.
Let's get her back on, and Kathy
Okay.
leads the way.
All right.
Back.
Orca is gone.
I think so.
Okay, it might be
Yes.
my daughter because she's on the scooter.
Okay. No,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
Nice and clear now.
It's nice and nice now.
We're good. We're good.
All right, so let's get down to brass tacks. Rebecca, you got to learn one thing about these guys. If you don't rein them in and keep talking over them, you're never getting a word in edgewise. So
Don't give everything away, Kathy.
You just-
Kathy.
I don't mind if they do most of the talking whatsoever.
I'll just sit here like a mute. All right.
That's it.
Oh, you are a mute.
all right, so I guess for our audience, I know that Ash Quarterly is very popular. I know you have a wonderful following. Your articles
Yes.
are fabulous.
Thank you.
I've seen and done my homework, and I've seen how the magazine itself, which the debut issue came out winter of 2018, correct?
Right.
Okay. I've seen and I've looked at the magazine and I've seen it transformed from what appeared to be this great concept to something that's so professional and so profound. Could you give us
Thank you.
No, it's true. I mean, listen, I have a marketing company. These are the things I look at, and I was super impressed. So what?
Oh, that means a lot.
What's that?
That means a lot. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. So what? I know that initially you both looked at Jason when Jason started writing for this, and I read the story and all the wonderful things. But tell us a little bit about how your involvement came to be, and how you and Jason collaborate, because that's really interesting for me.
I do the Lady of the Leaf section, and that's something that we have done from the very beginning.
And now, when you are in the midst of getting ready to write your articles, is there a certain preparation that you do when you are doing Ladies of the Leaf? Or is it
No,
really?
not really. It's basically just winging it.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
My
Wow.
husband does help me with that. We actually help each other, but he helps in the Lady of the Leaf section as well. He helps me figure out what Lady of the Leaf that we should be using through each magazine.
Yeah, because you've done Leonora, you've done Nicole Tobacco, you've done obviously.
Yeah, she's
Karen
actually,
Berger.
Nicole is actually, our magazine's coming in soon, and she was the latest in Ladies of the Leaf.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Listen, I've also looked at, you've been certainly an advocate for Cigar for Warriors. And that is something, our military, I guess it's a great lead in, since we just had the Memorial Day holiday behind us, where we all want to sort of give a toast to the men and the women of our military that have given their lives and their families given their lives. But how did that relationship come about?
We were very passionate about that, and it was really awesome because last year we collaborated with Alec Bradley, and we had Cigar for Warriors come in at Executive Lounge, and we donated 1,200 cigars for Cigar for Warriors, because when you buy our monthly, it is 4 for you and 1 for them. But we rather collaborate with someone else and give good cigars once a year.
Oh, okay.
And there you go.
Well, that thinking that cannot. So tell us, one of the things that I'm always genuinely excited to hear is, in this digital space, you're still printing a magazine.
So we are still printing some because people like to have that in their hand. We're working on going completely digital by the end of the year. We're just waiting on some odds and ends to see who is going to be with us on the QR code. So we are discussing that with a few people as of now.
Okay,
Gotcha.
that's interesting. And again, the ability to get the magazine into more hands on the digital side. How are you using that and advertising to get the word out as far as your subscribers?
Oh, well, luckily we have built some great relationships, like with McAuliffe, Alec Bradley, Steve Saka, on a friend level. So far, we just approached them at TPE and PCA, and we've been very fortunate to have some really great people advertise with us. We're very picky about only having 25% of advertisement in the magazine, and we do not put an ad side by side, because when all these other magazines, typically there's like 20 to 30 advertisements, and half the time you're just breezing through it and you're not even really looking at the cigars.
No, that's very true. It is a really great balance. I've noticed that as well. And that's one of the things that's always been a bone of contention with me, is that it just becomes so advertiser heavy, and it takes away from the value of the articles and of the people that you're actually interviewing.
Yeah, and we went to TPE the first time, and someone was telling us that they had to pay $20,000 just to have a half a page in one of the magazines.
Right.
Wow.
And for boutiques that are just starting to start up, I mean, they can't afford that. So that's why we keep our advertising prices low.
Good.
So that everyone
I have a question for you. So what was the genesis of the original concept? Why a quarterly magazine format? What inspired Jason and yourself to take this on? Because obviously there's a lot of work here.
Well, it's not as much work because it comes out quarterly, but my husband, I used to get the fitness stuff, and he was thinking wouldn't that be great? They get supplements. Wouldn't that be awesome if you can get a cigar magazine that come with cigars? So I was really proud of him because he had that idea and he went running with it, and we are now hitting 5 years. Definitely the magazine has grown a lot, as you can see from the beginning till now. And our latest cover was Pedro, which is such an awesome and humbling person to have on the cover.
Right. Yeah. Pedro is awesome. You're absolutely
right. He's always he's always genuinely really, really happy. He's such a great person to be around.
Speaking of Pedro, reminds me that you've again interviewed some very notable people. Is there anyone out there in particular that you haven't had the opportunity yet to interview that you'd like to?
Well, I'm really hoping that we'll get Jonathan Drew, because he's awesome. I first met him, and the second time I met him was on my birthday, and I was super starstruck. I pretty much just sat there like a statue for my birthday. But that's who I would like to. I really like him a lot, because you won't see him for a while, and he remembers so many details. And plus, I'm a big fan of his 80s rap, so I like going, especially Barn Smokers, because he plays his music the whole time.
Nice.
And then at TPE too. I think his music is blasting so much at TPE that people really can't conversate. But I think they're coming to PCA again next year, the first time for a while.
Yeah, they are.
So I got one of our listeners, Christopher Eden, wants to know what's your subscribership number?
Yeah, you'll get there, Ron.
Yeah, I will if I can see.
I'm sorry, I didn't get all that.
How many subscribers?
Oh, that's all right. Let Frank put it up on there so everybody could read it.
What's your subscribership number?
Numbers.
How many?
How many people we have subscribed?
Yes.
In English, yes.
We're right at 80, but we cap it at 100.
Gotcha. So
well, now I'm finally getting back to normal with my hand, and I can actually because I really like doing the personal notes to everyone that subscribes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I didn't know you did that.
Very cool. That is, in a world of everything's copy and paste, it's actually nice to put the
I like having
personal touch.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, it's sometimes I write them for certain people, because through our magazine, I have became not just friends with people in the cigar industry, but just with our subscribers. I'll get pictures of grandchildren. They'll check on me. Sometimes we'll just have Zoom calls to just talk about life. So, I mean, I've been smoking cigars for 7 years, but I definitely wish that I smoked sooner, because I met the greatest people. I feel like smoking cigars is just a diffuser for things. People don't worry about what you're doing for a living. You're just able just to be yourself, and it's really neat.
Our listener and friend Ryan Miller says he wants to be interviewed by you, and
and then he says he's not worth the ink.
Oh, Ryan! Oh, I finally got to meet him at the Great Smoke, and he is just as awesome in person as he is on his show. And
is a
his
good
show's
man.
getting bigger too. And I haven't had his cigar yet with the bacon infused.
Ah,
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, he loves bacon. He's a bacon type of guy.
I think all of us love bacon.
Who doesn't love bacon?
It's kind of
Everybody
un-American
loves
not
bacon.
to love bacon.
This is true. This is true. But he actually is moving bacon, and so he's doing good. Right, Ryan? I know you're listening. Besides laughing at us.
Don't put that frog near me. Lillian, don't put the toad near me. I will flip out.
There's
Please go
frogs,
away.
frogs are coming.
I do
into-
not like frogs. And my daughter's like, here's a toad. And I'm like, I will scream.
So you rather have snakes, right?
and then
Yes, yes.
I
Over a
figured
frog. And I really hate lizards because when I was younger, someone chased me the iguana and that has changed me with lizards.
Aw.
You know, in the old schoolyard in grammar school, you know, on a rainy day, all the wonderful worms came up from the ground. I used to pick them up and used to chase people around with it. It was fun.
You still do.
No, they
we have one of our
You need to go somewhere else, please. No, because you're distracting me.
one of our co-hosts who does pairing on our show. He's asking, hey, does her magazine feature any pairing reviews? He's looking for more work, basically. is
Yeah,
what-
Joey G
Yeah, he's got-
always got an angle.
He's always
No,
looking
we
good off-
haven't, but that's definitely a good idea.
All
Oh,
right.
see, Joe, we
So
might be able
Joey,
to
you
hook
get
up.
hold of her, you know, this and that, bada bing, bada boom,
Yes,
Joey, you're
please
set.
do.
Don't worry.
And good segue too, because you do a little bit of a different strategy. You have consumer reviews.
Yes.
Yes, that's one of the unique thing is you have your voice heard. And it's really neat to see because everyone's palate's different. So it's really neat. Like some cigar that I absolutely love, some people do not like. And last year, the All Saints St. Francis was our #1 cigar. And that's actually my favorite cigar.
Ah. And-
I was
and-
surprised that it was made by Rocky Patel, but because he has so many cigars. But that one
Was
is
that
amazing
2021?
block press.
Was that 2021 or 2022?
You know, it might have been
21.
2021 because time flies.
It was 20 Yeah, time flies. Because it's not that I seek out Steve Saka's cigars, although I do. I know that he was kind of featured prominently this year in your awards.
Yeah, he won consumer award. His wife also won an award.
Wow.
He's pretty awesome. We had a cigar with him probably like 5 or 6 hours at Cigar Hustler, and he's just a really educational person. He's really great to talk to. You have to get over him being an asshole, because he's just very honest.
Steve, I'm sorry, Steve. She didn't mean that, Steve. We love you.
In the most loving
But,
way.
I mean, I respect his honesty because, he did not have he didn't really care. Stop, Lillian. He didn't care for.
Uh-oh.
Well,
That's
he didn't
his
care,
daughter.
and that's what
Daughter.
happens. He's so powerful that he gets rid of guests that he doesn't
That
like.
frog jumped on her phone and hit the end button.
Oh, it could have been the frog. Absolutely. Steve, if you're listening, we love you. We'll see you in the PCA. You can give us an interview.
That's the great thing. I mean, I did put up the graphic of Steve and the cigar of the year, which happens to be the cigar that I'm smoking right now, which
Yeah.
is Sin Compromiso.
Sin
Compromiso. And
Compromiso.
basically, I think that means without really
Without compromise,
without
right?
compromise.
Exactly.
And it truly is a cigar without compromising. The man doesn't compromise on any cigar that he
No,
releases.
his quality control that he
Control
has
is-
is ridiculous.
Phenomenal.
It is. It's
I mean,
crazy.
When you lit that up, the aroma that came off that cigar
Yeah,
was
blue-
unbelievable.
Oh no, and I
Wow.
understand why this cigar
Mhm.
became the people's choice, right?
Yes.
And when you smoke a Sin Compromiso, distinctly that it's Steve. It's a
Mhm.
signature.
It's a
It's a
Well,
sign-
anything that a Saka puts out, guys, and we're not going to just blow smoke up Steve's ass, but
No,
we're
we're
going to say the
blowing
truth.
smoke. I mean,
The guy
He put-
puts out pure quality, no matter from the beginning of time when he got in the industry until now. The man is a perfectionist. He absolutely knows how to blend. And we haven't had a bad smoke of any of his kind whatsoever yet.
And you never will.
High praise.
You get the Sobra Mesa in there. I mean,
forget about the Stillwell.
man.
You know, I mean, that in its own is unbelievable.
Yeah, Stillwell is a great line.
Again, but that was groundbreaking, really, because it took a full
It was
line
the pipe tobacco.
It was right.
Yeah.
It was pipe tobacco done in a way that was really never done before. People tried it, but they did it foolishly because they didn't have the quality tobacco, and they didn't have Jeremy Deal of Jeremy Reeves of Cornell and Deal.
His expertise.
There's a Frankism right there.
You know what? There's not many, so I got to take an opportunity.
All right.
Drink. Why not?
Of Cornell and Deal, and again, he's a master blender, and every one of his tobacco tins are sheer magic.
Delight.
Yeah, delight, magic. So, you know, that's the thing. And I think that's what Steve does best is he understands high quality tobacco.
Oh, we killed it.
Well, again,
and where
Steve is also a pipe smoker.
And he's a pipe smoker.
So he knows pipe tobacco as well.
We got a soldier
Put
down.
that shoulder. There you go.
Wow. Okay. So you guys aren't too far behind.
You guys aren't too far behind then. That's
soldier down.
Have any of you tried to put your end of your cigar and smoke it through a pipe?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
I've not tried that yet.
Yeah.
You haven't tried that yet? You have to. It's
Why? I mean, I have two
either.
pipes, but I haven't tried the pipe yet. But that's something to try.
What's different about it?
No, you can smoke the cigar all the way through, Kafie, when you do it that way. So there's no end.
Yeah, you're not down to the thing. You just let it go, and it just falls into the bowl.
It doesn't change the taste or flavors. It's just a different way of enjoying it.
Yes,
it'll change the flavor a little bit because now you're adding that briarwood to the smoke that's coming through it. But it's to a pipe smoker, it's no different than us packing our pipe with the pipe tobaccos and everything and smoking it through. But it's a way to fully enjoy that cigar all the way to the end.
Yep,
right
to the true ash.
It's taking the nub. It's taking it down past the nub.
Yes.
How about that?
Yeah.
There you go.
Past the point of burning your fingers.
Exactly. So anyway, what plans do you have at PCA, Rebecca? What are you and Jason got going on, and what are you thinking about doing this year? Because last year you guys were on the run big time.
Well, last year my husband got on to me because I was just because of COVID and stuff like that, and the year before we had to wear masks. So I was so excited to talk and see people, so I pretty much did a lot of hugging and talking. So we're just going to walk around and do interviews and then also see if people would like to be in our magazine.
We would love to have you come by the pavilion. That would be,
I definitely will.
Oh, that would be wonderful. And we do, like I said, we do have an area set up right behind the pavilion, a larger area to do interviews. So that would be really terrific.
No, I would love to.
Good.
And then we'll be there too, so you and Jason can get on when he feels better. So
I think I've met you. I don't know if I think I first met you during at Coronas.
Yeah, we were walking.
Oh no, you met me at Corona. You think you met
right.
No, I was at her PCA with her and Jason.
They all look alike. I know.
Yeah.
we walked the hallway together until we were talking.
We walked the halls together at school, smoking a doob.
Well, don't tell anybody that, Frank. Come on. Kathy, what am I going to do with this guy? I don't know.
I'm trying to ignore him.
I know. Everybody else either, too. That's good. Any other new plans besides going digital for quarter? Ash, what do you think?
No, not yet.
Ash quarterly.
Quarter Ash? Yeah. All right. Well, that's another drink.
Rebecca, take
another bottle out.
You've just been renamed. You didn't know the magazine is now Quarter Ash as opposed to Ash Quarterly.
So I think we're talking about changing up the logo and maybe the name. We're not sure yet. We're just trying to keep it fresh.
Nice.
How many of you are involved in putting together this magazine? Who does the digital production? And obviously, I know
it's all my husband.
Wow. So he's got his hands.
It's really neat because people ask all the time, like, did he do this professionally before this? But no, he's just a good writer.
Yeah, and like I
Okay.
said, you can see how visually I mean, listen, it was good when it first came out, but now it's just really stellar. The change, it got so professional, and it really is
Thank you.
enjoyable. And the reads are good. It's very down to earth. You guys did an article on it was entitled "Sometimes We're Our Own Worst Enemy," and it was really a good article. Very very down to earth, talking about the issues and participation and being involved and what's going on in the cigar world. And it also was talking about embracing the novice, that just because, I've been smoking cigars for the better part of 30 years. I don't smoke in the house. It's always my chiming statement, but I wasn't as exposed as I am now. And there's just so many wonderful blends out there, and I'm still learning more. And that's the nice thing. I think, like you said earlier, you could be sitting next to a CEO, and when he lights up and you light up, it just all melts away, and it's a conversation.
It really does.
I love that.
Rebecca, did you talk about anything about air purifiers? We have our guest here. One of my friends also, Benjamin, wants to know, because that's what he does for a living. Have you done any articles on that?
No, I don't believe so. We do use the Robin Air, and that's like when we smoke inside. That is the best thing we've had so far. And it takes away all the smoke smell. I really like it, because for a while we just had the window open with the box fan, but I highly recommend the Robin Air.
Right. It's
Gotcha,
having
gotcha.
an air purifier is important, because otherwise you're like us. We're out on the lanai with a green screen.
No, but it makes a big difference.
It
I
makes
had
a-
one in my room,
Mhm.
and let me tell you, that filter was funky.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Bob, you just weren't smoking cigars. You were smoking a lot more.
Oh yeah. But,
Oh, and we have. I think this must be Luigi is chiming in too.
Who?
Cigar Medics.
Cigar Medic. Oh yeah.
Tom.
Luigi or Tom?
It could be Tom. It could be Giovanni.
Hi.
And they're like Rebecca and Jason are fantastic people, and we.
Oh
have-
my God. Cigar Medics they're just incredible, nice people. I haven't had the pleasure of meeting his wife yet, but both of our daughters talk to each other. They're going through a lot of the same similarities emotionally wise and in school. And they took us out to eat last year at PCA. They are genuinely great people, and
Yeah,
we use
are,
their
yeah.
meter all the time. Even at my
Absolutely.
husband's job at Executive, they use it all the time. It's a really great product.
Absolutely, it
cigars,
is.
You have to have that product.
You do.
Plain and
I
simple.
mean, we
It's like
keep-
having a lighter. You have to have
It's
that.
always with us. It's the
Always.
humidimeter is part of our life. We don't light up unless
Oh
we
yeah,
check.
the lighter is really nice too.
Frank wears it around his neck usually.
I do.
He got the tray,
Instead
and he
of
presses it. Instead of I can't get up, I can't get a smoke. I can't get a smoke.
I've fallen and I can't get a smoke.
That's it. Or the right humidity anyway.
Yeah, that if you have it, you see what Kyle's holding, folks. This
An
is a
important
must.
instrument.
Yeah,
An
it is.
absolutely must for a true cigar smoker who wants to enjoy each and every single cigar. This is a must. And
That and
Luigi
Boveda
and Tom-
Packs.
Boveda
I-
Peps,
Boveda
yes,
Peps,
yeah. Make
absolutely.
sure
You
it's
have
at the
to-
I
right.
was sad to hear that Rob got let go for Boveda. I don't know if it's because they're going more to the weed or what, but he's been with them for so long. I was surprised.
Oh yeah, that's right. I did hear about that.
Who's
Yeah,
that?
but he had a tag. I don't remember the brand, so I don't know if that was like a hint of where he's going. Just remember it was a red tag, so I don't know. Maybe we'll find out at PCA.
Probably.
And who are you
He's-
talking about?
Rob from Boveda.
Rob.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he's been the voice of Boveda since its
Forever.
inception, really.
Yeah.
Well, we got
Yeah, I'm
Nate
really
coming
surprised.
on later on in this year. We have Nate coming on from Boveda, and we'll learn more about what's going on with them and the company and see what
Going
directions
not
they're
so close,
taking.
please.
They are like in everything, because they even make I'm into guitars and stuff, and especially my acoustics. They actually make musical Boveda packs to keep the humidification
wow.
on your
Really?
acoustics and everything, to
Oh,
make sure
really?
that wood doesn't dry out on you
Oh, that's
too. Yeah,
smart. Wow,
they
that's-
they
there's
are
a-
in everything.
There's
We do-
another place, I can't remember their name now, that do the packs too. But when we first met them, they were kind of putting down Boveda, and they were saying like when Rob and them ordered their packs, they just sent them a box of chocolates instead. So that right there, the immaturity was like, I was like, well, never mind.
Okay.
Yeah,
No, that's not a good thing.
way. That's not a good business practice.
No,
No, they just
competition's
want to
good,
know
but
about
don't
your
do it.
products. I mean, I don't think they're like competitors whatsoever. I just think that Boveda is the biggest name out there to keep your cigars well.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I like when I see
Oh yeah. Here we
information
go.
like this.
Stevie Knight. Isn't that
Fabulous
beautiful?
to see women there. Just stumbled across your show, and I'm sitting at the beach in Carpenter,
Interior.
Carpinteria,
listen,
California.
paragliders over the ocean and smoking a nice little Macanudo Maduro Ascot. And she's
Nice.
Welcome, Stevie. Thanks for joining us.
welcome.
for joining
There
us.
you go.
It's a
Thank you.
pleasure.
Yep. And you know, we do have women from time to time, and we got two for you tonight.
No,
so
you have a lot of
welcome.
women. It's just
I know.
No, women are definitely becoming bigger in the industry for sure. And I
Yes.
definitely
Yes.
think that
Yes.
Karen has really made a headway
Oh
for
yeah.
us women.
Yeah.
Oh,
Big time.
And
yeah.
she
Big time.
is not only beautiful in person, but she is just a genuinely
She's
wonderful
natural.
woman. We just had her an executive, and she's amazing.
Yep, I
Yes,
agree.
she
I agree.
absolutely is, and it's good. And you know, you talk about women becoming big in the industry. You guys actually have a better palate than probably most men. Your senses are, you have a little more senses on your palate than I think the male. I think research,
Well,
right?
more
Yeah?
senses on
Wow.
the actual
I was
biological.
going somewhere there, but biologically, yes, they do.
I don't even want to try to attempt to understand
Frank,
what
don't
Ronnie
even
was
go there.
going.
Don't
with
go
that.
Oh, come on, go there, will you? I gave you the hook, man. Come on, bring it in.
No, we won't go there, folks. We won't. We won't take a jab at Ron at this point because
suffice it
Oh.
to say that we will pull out certain things that the guys just won't.
But it's a fair.
Why never get like
Don't pull anything out
Nobody
now.
They
pulls
pull
anything
out.
on this
Whoa, Kathy. We don't. We pull out in the right time. What are you talking about?
Whoa.
I didn't know we were using
Kathy.
Hey. Oh. Hey.
Mr. Butler, are you drinking wine or what?
Oh my
Wow,
God. Open the
Let's move over
door
to the-
and they all just fall in like little lemmings.
Well, I think Rebecca knows that. So
No, I never really smoke cigars and try to figure out what's in the tobacco. I know like some people say they can like smell beechwood or all that kind of stuff, but I think like it takes out the enjoyment if you're trying too hard to get the notes of a cigar.
Yeah, I think it has to come out naturally. That's why Ronnie can't tell you anything about a cigar because he doesn't really know.
I naturally do all kinds of sounds,
He has
experiences. You know,
he has no
palate.
palate.
No.
no
He has
palate.
one single palate.
Nope.
It's called pasta.
Pasta.
That's the only palate he has. I mean,
Pasta and garlic bread. That's right.
Garlic bread and my salad. Don't touch my
Don't
salad.
touch the salad.
No, I just had a thought. Maybe you can
Uh-oh.
convince a brand, a true brand, a true blender to infuse your cigars with garlic.
There you go.
Ooh, I'm going to talk to Steve Saka at PCA because he's the man who can do that.
Maybe
If
a
anyone-
little basil of gay, a little tomato, a little basil, you know.
Hey, you know what? We'll call it the Sunday dinner.
the Sunday
Sunday
dinner.
dinner instead of,
And
instead of
it's not gravy. Remember, it's sauce, not gravy. Gravy's for
right.
Thanksgiving.
Isn't Steve Saka collaborating with the tobacco with Jeff?
Yes,
Yes.
he is. Yes, he is. And I'm
Oh, you
sure
know
I
your
know
stuff.
like Jeff was going up there in the RV with his family once a year, really trying to get Steve Saka to do this. So I feel like Jeff definitely has a lot of respect for Steve.
Oh, and you know what's funny? Steve Saka was like, I can't use that Florida sun-grown stuff. He goes, I don't like it. I can't work with it.
I think that Jeff's crops actually just got pretty messed up. So
Yes,
Yeah,
I
it
know.
is.
yeah,
I
he
know.
lost
He lost
crop. He lost a lot.
This year's crop is
Yeah.
done.
yeah, because the first barn smokers we went to, we got to plant because it was messed up. We're actually going to barn smokers to get it in November, which I am super excited because it's going to be nice out. Normally it's during the summer, and Lillian, please stop. And it's so hot you can't enjoy the free liquor.
I hope you come down. You know, we're going to have the BCA is going to have a feast, a big fest down in Miami. The BCA is going to have one in Miami. Kathy, any update on that you know of?
Oh, we're still finalizing everything, but it is in November.
Okay.
And
Is it November 4th?
yeah, it's that first weekend. Yeah. So we're just trying to figure out, just get some of the details before we really
release it. But yeah, you got to make it. If that happens, you got to come down. That's going to be awesome. So it's in your state.
Can you, dude?
All right, you
It's fun having kids on a live show.
Hey,
you just never know.
Hey, you
they
know
throw
what?
frogs at you. They throw lizards.
You know what
at
they
you.
told you in the biz? Never work with children and animals.
Too unpredictable. That's it. You know what? We're gonna go. Why don't we?
Yeah, I think it's sponsor time while this is happening.
Yes.
Why don't we go to the sponsor
It's
time?
funny because
Sponsor break.
Turn the lights back on.
A little more
Wow.
light when we come back there, Rebecca. You're in the dark. Take it
I'm
away.
telling you, I think she accidentally broke it.
we
Live
will
show,
be right
folks.
back after this, folks. More to come.
Right after this break.
There you
Our
go. See,
G
it's fine.
Cigars is a
go.
dynamic new cigar
Looking good.
brand
See you in a
grown
little
from
bit.
a love for cigar culture and a respect for the artisanship behind the craft. We are a minority-owned family business based in Orlando, Florida. Our current collection delivers 3 exclusive lines: Black Moses, Magic Stick, All Pro Series, featuring Leon Searcy's signature cigar and Ike Taylor's one-of-a-kind.
You got the one-of-a-kind rankings. They got me at 89. I'm cool with that.
We are focused on evolving as a dynamic brand and bringing you new flavor-filled blends that you'll enjoy and want to share. Visit our website at www.howardgcigars.com. You can find a full list of our retail partners there too. Thank you for making us part of your humidor.
This is Phil Morgan, General Manager of Missouri Meerschaum Corncob Pipes in Washington, Missouri. Our mission since 1869 has been to produce great smoking pipes that anyone can afford. We guarantee our pipes won't be your most expensive, but they just might be the ones you smoke the most. At Missouri Meerschaum Company, we don't just sell our corncob pipes, we grow them, make them, and smoke them. Missouri Meerschaum, Washington, Missouri, since 1869.
Loyalty, passion, courage. These are the founding principles of K by Karen Berger Cigars. The Maduro, the Habano, and the newly rated 93 by Cigar Journal Connecticut. Do yourself a favor and check out this wonderful line of cigars that come from a completely linear company from seed to your hands. Blue Smoke Atlanta is the vision of Robin Blue, founder and CEO, and represents an award-winning luxury smoking accessory line based in Atlanta and sold worldwide. Since 2019, Blue Smoke Atlanta's goal was to redefine traditional smoking accessories into a timeless collection of exquisitely handcrafted luxury products to include cigar pokers, cannabis clips, jewelry, and other awesome things. For an elevated smoking experience, visit us at www.bluesmokeatl.com.
At Mountain Smoke Premium Tobacco, we specialize solely in the finest hand-rolled, craft, and boutique cigars on the market. Mountain Smoke Premium Tobacco is sure to have something that will excite you. Shop our online humidor at www.mountainsmokewd.com.
A family of 4 generations in tobacco. It started in Odense, Denmark, 141 years ago, 1882, with a factory and a retail store by Eric Peter Stokeby. 4th Generation is a premium quality brand consisting of a selection of tin and loose tobaccos made in Denmark, pipes made of the finest quality briar, and superior accessories from leather goods, lighters, and pipe tools. The selection of 4th Generation products are available in premium pipe and cigar stores in the US and many European countries. Check out 4thGenPipeTobacco.com.
And we
You're
are back.
back.
We're back.
And we're
Welcome back, everybody. Hit the share button and let's get
Like
everybody
2.5
out
days.
there. And okay, Rebecca, how you doing? Looking good.
Thank you.
Good. All right.
Jason must be really. He's like, I'm sick. I'm not taking care of the kids. I let them hang out with Rebecca tonight.
No, it's our youngest. Her and I are very close, so I'm used to her being here during this when I'm doing cigar pokers, anything.
Ah,
all right.
How many kids do you have, Rebecca?
I have 2 daughters. One's 14 and one's 11.
Oh, okay.
How many of them smoke already?
Well, actually, what's really cool is when our daughter turned 13 in May, like me, we got her own humidor. And of course, the first cigar we put in there was the Ash Coral Alec Bradley one that we donated to Cigar for Warriors. So maybe when she's 16 or so, because at first they weren't worried about us smoking cigars. Because we had to explain between cigarettes and tobacco. They were worried because we had his mother living here with us for 3 months before she passed and had lung cancer. So that really got the children worried. But the more we discuss the difference, they're so much better about it. I don't know if our youngest is going to do it, but when our youngest turns 13, she's going to get her own humidor as well.
Well, see, you took the time to educate. You're so that's the biggest thing right there is the education between, the difference on the cigarettes and the premium cigars. I mean, there's a huge difference there.
Same thing with vaping.
One is poison and one is good for you.
Well, that's what's so annoying is like when they're trying to combine us with cigarettes or vaping. I don't really feel like, whenever 18, 20-year-olds don't really want to go after cigars, they're more likely to go after the vape or cigarette.
Right. Absolutely.
But I don't agree with being 21. I feel like if you're 18 and you can fight for us, then that was kind of annoying. And I really don't know if they lost a lot of cigar people because of the age being 21.
Well, I think, I mean, you have to make a choice, right? And I think if you say 18 is the drinking age, and you can go and fight in a battle, a war, then you should be able to smoke a cigar. I mean, let's face
absolutely.
You would think
who's
that
going to
makes
stop
sense.
you?
I mean, you're 18. You're legal to do everything. So smoking a cigar is definitely something that should be allowed.
Well, as parents, our children look at what we do. They're sponges, and if you smoke cigarettes. What's that?
Scary.
Not to be scary.
Absolutely.
Well, it depends what you do in front of them, kiddo. I mean,
Whoa! Hey.
Oh my God! Right away.
I'm just saying, you could drink, you can eat like I do. I mean, no, nobody. The kids don't eat like I do, so that's okay. But I'm just saying,
people do, Ronnie.
The only person that eats like he does is the guy who won all those Nathan hot dog eating contests.
I could beat him. Believe me, I could put him on the
case.
Joey Chestnut.
Yeah, but he's also this rail thin too.
Well, that's his problem. What can I tell you?
Wait a minute, we have a nice message here.
It's like Benjamin Bush that says, my 4-year-old is already saying he wants to smoke a pipe and a cigar like daddy. I mean, you know what? That's pretty cool. Wait, though, Ben, hold him up a little bit. Really,
at least till 6.
6-year-old. Oh, no, he is 6. He made a mistake. He said 4, now it's 6. So wait till he's 8. So anyway, just saying.
Chris put up a great comment. He says, how many other monthly cigar subscriptions come with a handwritten thank you from the owners? Not many at all. There are many great monthly subscriptions out there, but no better overall value and impact to the cigar community.
Thank you, Chris. I believe he's one of our subscribers.
He must be because
I think so. He knows about you.
Because I write Chris every month. So the past 2 months I have slacked because of my finger, but it's getting better.
Yeah, that finger is really causing a problem. I tell you. You want to show the people your finger?
No, it's better now. I mean, it's like a little crooked, so it's not like in your face. It looks kind of goofy, but
just the tip of it is crooked now.
Yeah.
Yes, but when it first happened, it was like almost touching the palm of my hand.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Not good. Not good.
Dang.
Kathy, anything you want to kind of wrap on your end there towards Rebecca?
Oh, yeah. Well, you guys have been, sort of holding your own.
Not again.
Credit. I'm giving you a little bit of credit.
Hold our own. Just saying.
Kyle's not holding mine. Ronnie isn't.
Kathy,
I
you can't
literally
talk
feel
like
like
that.
I am in a schoolyard with 4 idiots.
And you wouldn't have it any other way.
Oh my God.
Before I forget, we went ahead and did a code, and the code will be, or whatever you want to call it, will be great, and you get $5 off the following month prescription or whatever subscription.
Or prescription.
I like that.
Prescription.
Prescription.
I know. Why did I say that? I do that all the time.
I like
Because
that.
reading it is a prescription for calm.
Sanity.
Okay. So say that again. How can they get on you? How can they get on and subscribe? Tell us again, the crowd, what they got to do.
You just go on ashquarterly.com and sign up for newsletters and so forth. What?
And how are they going to, or how are you going to know that they are getting the discount? What's the code?
The promo code is.
The promo code is great.
Great.
Yes.
Great. I mean, look, great.
you guys.
Great cigar and pipe show.
It's
Great.
great. All you need to have is you need the promo code is
Great.
I misplaced.
What did you write there?
I go
Frank?
promo Cody.
Correct.
Codeine? Codeine? Oh, prescription for codeine.
And right. That's the
Promo code
Codeine.
great.
You want to rewrite that, Frank? Just saying. So,
All
Christy.
right, Rebecca, you talked about obviously what's coming down the pike a little bit for the magazine with the pairings, the opportunities. Is there anything else that you and Jason are talking about that to add to the magazine, to change it? I know you were talking about the logo, and what's the reason behind that, if you don't mind sharing?
Just to keep it fresh and different every once in a while, because we paid for someone to do the logo, but we're just talking about different things because we've been in it for almost 5 years, and it's good to do a little bit of change here and there.
So a bit of a refresh. Well, that makes sense,
Yeah.
obviously.
I would keep the label because I think that's you. That's what people. That comes out right away. It's
That's true.
you can do other things, but personally, I would keep your label because that's who you guys are. That's what people look for. It's going to stand out. You got great color in there. Red always
Thank
attracts.
you.
I mean, there's other things that you can do, but just saying, my opinion. But who am I? I'm just Ron. That's all
A
good.
refresh, listen, if Walmart can do it, so can they. A refresh is always something that brings a little bit of different attention, and if done well and done right, and clearly they do.
Hey,
Well,
we
did.
We refreshed.
We refreshed.
Refresh.
Yeah, you guys did.
We refreshed.
Absolutely.
We just refreshed with the name. We just the logo's the same. The name changed a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we went global. Regional to global.
We went global. We went just global because that's what we do. We're a
gonna
bunch
be
of
huge.
globalists.
I did have a question, and I was wondering, since you do the ratings and they are consumer-based ratings, have you ever received any flack or any backlash from a lower than, let's say, 8.5 or an 8 rating on any of your cigars, or even if any other?
Well, I can't remember the cigar, but we did have a 7.5 at some point. I just can't remember the cigar, but typically they're 8 and above.
They are. And have any brands contacted you to have a conversation about that?
No, not to my knowledge. I mean, I do have people reach out wanting to get into the magazine in order to have consumer ratings, but the other thing, I don't think so. Because my husband handles those kind of calls.
Those things.
But it's kind of neat because people are starting to reach out more to me, which is really neat. And my husband wants me to be the face of Ash Quarterly anyway, so I guess that works out.
Well, you are. Yeah. You have to admit, guys will draw quicker to you than Jason. Not anything personal, but guys.
Yeah, that's okay. I understand.
Towards females,
Now, I have a question for you. How do you procure your monthly cigars as part of your, subscription? What do you do to procure those? And is there any kind of methodology to the madness?
I'm sorry that for some reason I am not getting what you mean.
Okay, so when you have your cigars that you send out as part of your subscription, correct?
Yes.
Are those cigars that people ask for, or are they cigars that you procure to send to folks in order for them?
We pick them. We always try to have like a really good cigar, which this month is Cohiba, the newer one, and we always try to do a boutique as well.
Okay, so then you go out and you actually seek out the cigar, procure it, get those cigars, and then you distribute those cigars
yes, sir.
to your subscribers. Okay, that makes sense.
All right. You got another question by Benjamin there, Frank. Can you highlight that and see if Rebecca can answer that?
Let's see what we got.
Any special reviews of budget cigars or a best cigar under $8
or something like that?
No, not yet. But I think one of the good cigar that is actually, I think even cheaper than $8 would be the Rustica.
A Rustica is a good cigar for that price point.
Yeah, it reminds me just like Cavalier cigars. I feel like they are underpriced, just like the Rustica, because you're smoking gold, and it is just a really good cigar, and plus really great. Sebastian from the Cavalier is really a really great person.
Very good, very good. All right, hey Kathy, why don't you kind of wrap up what you can and talk? Matter of fact, why don't you talk a little bit about cigar box marketing for yourself, and let the people know we have a lot of new listeners on. So promote your company.
Sure. Thank you so much. Well, Cigar Box Marketing is a digital agency, digital marketing agency that focuses strictly in the cigar industry. We work with brand owners, lounges, bars. We work with accessory companies, and our goal is to help them really take advantage of all of the marketing opportunities to increase website traffic, to increase their brand recognition, to be able to stay in touch with their client base through solid reviews, or all the tools and resources that we have at our fingertips. Since some of the things that the normal mainstream can utilize, paid advertising, most cigar companies, because of the high risk nature, quote unquote, they are not allowed to use the same tools and resources. So we find ways to really bring out that brand or that company's value. So again, using search engine optimization, search engine marketing, social media, brand management, content management, keyword analysis, everything that can be done to help a company move forward and gain website traffic, get more followers, get more business, make more money, get more revenue.
So Kathy, a question for you. Have you ever thought about do you do any research that's outside of individual companies that ask you to do that, and then kind of pull together that information and then make that available to the companies that come to you for some advice? Because, sometimes I'm sure, especially when you're talking about some boutique brands, they might not have the expertise or the know-how to go out and get that kind of information that you can kind of have, because doing this now for a while, you're getting all that info.
Yeah. Well, we've been doing, in the marketing space for better part of 25 years. And what we call, to answer your question, Frank, we would call that a fractional CMO, a fractional chief marketing officer. So we come in as your part-time executive team on the marketing space. And we look at all of your strategy, what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong, what you're not taking advantage of. We then create a game plan for you. And that game plan really is built on everything from the entire customer journey, how someone finds out about you, and then what the journey is that they take to actually start to engage with you. Because at the end of the day, you could have the best brand name in the world, but if no one can find you, no one knows where you are, no one knows how to get a hold of you, then you've just wasted a boatload of money on your brand. So we help them navigate that process. And yes, we do have these powwows, if you will, and we sit and talk to clients about what they're doing right and what they're doing wrong, and then we take them down that road.
Now, do you also branch out from? I know you're talking about lounges and manufacturers. Do you ever, or have you thought about moving into the accessory side as well? Whether it be cigar humidification systems or whatever that is that also a possibility?
Oh, absolutely. And every single cigar in the vertical, right? We'll call it the vertical. They all have the same challenges, whether they're trying to sell on Amazon or they're trying to get the word out. There are certain restrictions, and you have to be very, very succinct about how you're marketing that business, because more often than not, they get kicked off of a platform because we can't be perceived as selling, supporting the smoking of a combustible product.
Right.
Yes.
So that's always been, a challenge. So we don't necessarily use what you would call paid advertising, but we do use other tools and resources from what the consumer sees just in search marketing. If you're using this name of this product and it's so esoteric, no one knows what it is, you've got to be able to build your information and your content on your website, in your social marketing, so that people see who you are and it's immediately visible. They know what you do and how you do it. I can't tell you how many times we start working with a client and their Facebook cover page doesn't really say what they are. It's a pretty picture. All right, are you selling something, or what are you doing?
Yeah.
And that's across the board. So we make sure that there's uniformity in the management. So no matter where a consumer goes digitally, it's like, oh yeah, I remember them. And then it becomes that, oh wow, I think I remember something about them. And years ago, you had to tell somebody something like 10 times. Today, with all the bombardment we get, you've got to tell them 100 times before they actually start to absorb what you're saying. So we're basically showing them how you get your messaging out there. That could also mean collateral material, corporate brochures or sell sheets or order forms. We look at some of what our clients have put together. And again, they're working with the tools and resources that they have, which may not necessarily be the most professional. So we've done logo design, we've done the collateral. Everything is, okay, what does the mood board look like? Does this make sense? Does your tagline make sense? Does your call to action messaging make sense? If someone's going on your website and you're not giving them a reason to engage with you, you've lost them. They're gone for someone else. If you go onto a website, and I call it the wheel of death, that round thing that just keeps going and going and going. Well, what typically happens? You see that for like maybe 6 seconds, and we have the attention span of fleas. We're gone. We're looking at something else. I'm not going there. I'm going to go to somebody else. So that's really what Cigar Box really is. Our mission is being the cigar industry's guide and resource to better customer retention and growth.
So that's awesome. So now, especially thinking about Rebecca and Jason's journey now into really moving from a tactile printed magazine format to a completely digital format, that transition is going to have some hurdles, right? That they're going to come across. I'm just trying to help, Rebecca and Jason here. Maybe you can kind of help guide them or have some kind of
input of some kind, to help them transition.
Yeah, to give them
we talk to clients and prospects all the time, potential opportunities. And here's the other thing too, is especially being part of the Boutique Cigar Association and working so closely with a great group of guys. Sometimes our counsel is just that. It's just our counsel. And hey, maybe think about this or try that, or have you used this type of tool solution? I know one of the things that's really hot and heavy is the ability to use mobile marketing. And, everyone has this in front of them. 98% of all texts are open, 98%, whereas email, not so much. It's still good. Direct mail serves a great purpose. But it's really getting the message out that you have a good product. You have a great product in Ash Quarterly. Continue to get that message out. And the fact that you handwrite notes, perfect. That is absolutely amazing. I give you all the kudos in the world for doing that, because that is a lost art, is that personal connection. And again, those are the kinds of things that we sit down and just kind of tear away, like open the onion and, okay, what's at the center of that? What are you trying to accomplish? And more often than not, what a client is actually saying to us, we're hearing something totally different. Like, why am I not succeeding? Why am I not getting this product out there? There's a lot that has to be done. And listen, I'm going to tell you right now, work to do these things, it takes time. It's not the highest price process in the world, but if you don't have the foundation, you have nothing.
Right.
Pretty much so.
Yeah.
Pretty much so. Well, folks, we've spoken a lot to these ladies this evening. I hope you learned a lot. We're going to take a break, but we're going to come back and we're going to do our wonderful segment where you have a chance to win the prizes for tonight. And tonight will be a box of cigars from our sponsor, Oliva. It's the Serie V Milano, and they have a fantastic pen lighter.
Dad isn't watching.
Yep.
Can you get him check on him?
Yep. Okay. So we're gonna get a pen lighter. It's a pen and also a lighter. So obviously, I'll mail that to you with no fluid in there. But you're gonna get 2 fantastic Oliva prizes this evening when we come back, folks. So hit the share button. Let's get everybody in on winning these prizes, and let's have a little more fun. And Frank, let's take it away. And you want to show a mascot now or later?
Yeah. I mean, obviously during this segment, it's called Stump the Chooch, Smoke the Chooch, but it's all about trivia and history. So remember that, folks. When you come back, there's going to be some questions that I'm going to give to everyone, to Kafie, to Rebecca, to the other chooches that are sitting there. But the chooch is our mascot. And so chooch in Italian means jackass. And I try to make an ass out of all of these folks here, but not really. I do it in a very gentle way.
Gentle. Oh boy. You hear that one, folks? Yeah. I'm selling a Brooklyn Bridge.
We'll be right back, folks. And we've got some great prizes for everyone.
Cigar in the Bottle is 2 palate-pleasing gifts in 1. A specially blended Grand Pommier XS VSOP Cognac is elegantly contained in patented numbered bottles. Winner of back-to-back-to-back medals at the LA Spirits Awards, Cigar in the Bottle inventor Forbidden Johnny teams up with Vartan and Hendrik Kellner for this custom-blended Vartan Reserva cigar, well-preserved in a hand-blown glass chamber featuring Bovita 2-way humidification.
At Norwood Royal Cigars, we have the biggest walk-in humidor in the Midwest. Our 1,500 square foot humidor is home to almost 4,000 different cigars that will meet the need of any cigar enthusiast. We have boutique blends to the more traditional selections and everything in between. From the novice beginner to the aficionado, the knowledgeable staff at NRC will find the perfect cigar for you. Located on the northwest side of Chicago, we want to be your shop for all your cigar wants and needs. As always, at Norwood Royal Cigars, light it, smoke it, love it.
Experience the magic of Rockefeller Cigars today. With 11 years steeped in tradition, passion, and mystery of the leaf, Rockefeller has a cigar just for you. Be like the greatest magicians and make Rockefeller Cigars appear in your lineup with any of our 4 lines. The Nicaraguan, the Dominican Blue, the Vintage Gold, and our new LE, The Art of Magic.
Over the Rhine Premium Cigars is located in the heart of Cincinnati, 50 yards south of historic Findlay Market. We offer both known brands and the finest boutique cigars available. Feel free to bring your favorite beverage and relax in Dude Daycare, where dudes of all genders are welcome. We look forward to serving you at Over the Rhine Premium Cigars. And we are a proud member of the Boutique Cigar Association.
All begins at the very first climate-controlled Rodriguez Olivan cigar factory located in the Dominican Republic. Our 2 major brands include Don Olivan, which are boutique cigars suited for that individual who takes great pride in something unique. BAMF is our armed forces cigars, designed for that badass mother effer. Not only are you smoking a great premium cigar, a percentage of the proceeds is donated to our heroic men and women in uniform.
And we're
back. There you go. All right, folks. Well, thank you very much, everybody. Hit the share button. Thank you for all you listeners out there. And we're going to have some fun right now. Like Frank said before we left, he's going to make the dais, because that's what he likes to call us, the dais, look like a bunch of chooches.
So now everyone is allowed to answer. So Kathy, please feel free and Rebecca, if you know the answer, jump right in. There are no wrong answers, just bad ones.
And for you,
is Joey on? Because he usually has the dumbest answer.
Joey is on, yeah. But for you at home, you could practice typing quickly your answers. You're not going to win on that one until it's your turn, but at least you're practicing on what's going on for when the contest starts.
Exactly. The very last question will be the one for the audience, and they will then have the opportunity to win that beautiful box of cigars from Oliva and the lighter.
And the pen lighter.
And the pen lighter. I mean, this is great stuff we give away
Absolutely.
here. We don't give away
Oh,
garbage.
the pen lighter was pretty cool.
It is.
Awesome.
It is.
I think the first time I've ever seen a lighter as a pen.
It was the first one that I've ever seen. I was like, wow, this is
when you go to the Oliva booth at PCA, go see our friend Brian. He'll show you in person.
Exactly. So
I think it's a good way you can pack it in your suitcase and take it on a flight because I think it's a pen.
Absolutely. It's a pen.
Nobody will know. Nobody will know.
But you don't want them taking it away from you. It's
okay.
Oh yeah, Joey G's there. At least I try. All right, Joey. Yeah, you try hard. You try to be a chooch.
I love history, and this is always these questions always are rooted in some wonderful historic facts.
Yeah, like the 18th century.
Listen, that's part of history, is it not?
Yes, it
I'm
is.
not asking about future events.
Yeah, well, we don't care when Bob was born.
He's also a part of history.
He is history, ancient history.
All right, on this day in history, May 30th, 2013, guys, not that long ago, 10 years ago.
All right.
10 years. 10 years.
Kyle was born.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
This U.S. band waived their normal concert fee for their upcoming concert in Madrid, Spain. They did this over. So that's a
American band. American band.
This
American band.
It doesn't listen, and
no, he doesn't. He's
he
a
gets
chooch.
the ultimate chooch pride. That's what you get.
American band.
Yeah, they did this over concerns about the country's economic crisis, and were worried that fans would not be able to afford the regularly priced tickets. The tickets were thus priced much lower than usual and sold out very quickly. What band, Bob? American band.
Aerosmith?
Journey?
Wrong.
Everyone's saying Bon Jovi.
Boston.
Bon Jovi. Bon Jovi.
Me too.
is the
I don't know.
correct answer. Bon Jovi.
Look at that. Chris Eden had it. Benjamin had it. Joey G gave an intelligent answer.
And he spelled it right.
And he spelled it correct. Wow.
Somebody's got to be with him.
Wow. So, this date in history, a lot of crazy things happen. This Memorial Day massacre takes place when 10 Union demonstrators are killed and 84 wounded when police open fire in front of what steel plant?
Bethlehem Steel.
That's a true answer.
Okay, I tried.
I'm going to give you the hint. It
U.S.
happened.
Steel? It's got to be U.S. Steel?
It's not U.S. Steel. It happened in your state, Ron.
Illinois, huh?
Then you should know this.
He should know it.
He should know it. I'm not from this state. I just passing by.
It happened,
Kyle,
in front of the South Chicago Republic Steel Plant.
Really?
The
Not
Memorial Day. See,
I
you guys
never
only
heard
know
of that.
about the Valentine's Day massacre.
Well, yeah, that's
Because
Well, of
of
course,
yeah.
everybody knows about that. That's classic.
Exactly.
It's the boys taking
Wow.
care of the boys.
Mhm.
Wow, wait, okay. I
Yep.
never heard of that one.
See that? You learn something new every day on
Always,
the show. Every
always.
Tuesday, these guys learn something new.
We do.
And they forget it right away.
Yeah, yeah.
Forget it
Because-
immediately.
What were we
Doesn't
talking about?
matter.
Okay.
One
Maybe-
more, Frank. One more.
for you. One more.
And we'll
more.
go to the crowd.
Okay.
We got that sonogram going on here.
See, I hear the sonogram.
It's a boy. It's a boy.
It's a whale of a tail.
Let's call him Charlie.
For the first time in the Spanish Civil War of 1937, a foreign power was openly involved in the bombing of the Spanish port of Almira. What country's ships bombed the city, causing the loss of 400 lives?
Germany.
Ronnie's very right. Ronnie, Germany. That's kind of like the beginning
of the war
of World War II, guys.
pretty much.
That pretty much got everybody, all of Europe involved.
I think Franco was in charge then too.
Yes, he was.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, guys. This is all right. This is for the audience. So you have to listen carefully because this is a little tale that I have to say.
A tail.
A tail. What kind of tail?
You have to get a little bit. You have to understand.
Get a little bit.
You have to get a little bit of tail.
I was just going to say, Frank, you want to talk about tails? So you want to throw the show off the rails again? I mean, you know.
So, Sarah Hale, who happened to
good tale,
a tale of Sarah Hale, and since we have women on the show, I figured this would be a very appropriate question to kind of stump everyone.
All right.
So she used her role to influence various causes, but since she was the magazine editor of this magazine, she wrote about she wrote articles focusing on writing techniques and offered readers lists similar to those offered to college students. She wrote about schools that accepted women as students and praised Vassar College, which opened in 1865. She was the magazine editor of this magazine that was look at Ronnie.
Frank,
what
by the
was
way,
the name of the magazine that she was the editor of, folks? Name the magazine, Ronnie can't think of it.
Hey, Frank, who's with you, by the way?
Listen, give me the name, Chris. It's not the name. You're close. Oh, wait a minute, Chris Peltier. Look at Chris. Chris Peltier says Mary had a little lamb. Yep, and the Goodies Ladies Book. That was the name of the magazine that was published in 1830 to 1878. It was the most widely circulated magazine before the Civil War. Wow. So, Chris, excellent.
Awesome.
Congratulations, Chris. So, Chris, here's the deal. You got to PM me your address. And then when you get these cigars, you got to cook them for a while, all right? Put them in a humidor because it's been traveling, so it might be a little dried out for you. But congratulations.
And Ronnie will get them to you in 6 months.
Maybe 5 if you're good.
And when you do get them, you may want to post it on Facebook.
Post a picture of you with the winnings so we can put you on the page.
Yeah, tag us and do all of that fun stuff. So thank you very much, Chris, for a very intelligent answer to a complicated question that I created.
That was interesting.
Because when you're drinking and reading, it's not fundamental.
No, you're definitely not fundamental.
You're mental, all right.
No, he's very mental.
Reading is not fundamental.
I just want to know who is the guy that said, Frank, you're killing me. That was hilarious.
Frank, who's the one who said you're killing me?
Who said I'm killing me?
Somebody
Is
said,
somebody
Frank,
with
you're
you
killing
besides
me.
Bob, a guy?
Somebody next to me.
No, is some guy besides you and Bob? Is somebody in studio with you there?
No, nobody here.
No, somebody said that.
You didn't hear it then. Somebody said, Frank, you're killing me. For some reason, I want to say it's Tim Pecorini, but I don't want to go. I don't want to say it's Tim Pecorini. You know, I'll have to discuss it with Timmy and Kathy this weekend.
Oh, that was hilarious.
And we'll discuss the
like,
Frank, you're killing me.
I didn't have it on mute.
Frank, you're killing me.
Yes, Tim, you made it to the show. Thank you very much.
That was hilarious. Like, he's in the middle of his paragraph, and I was like, Frank,
And
you're
that's
killing
why
me.
I was laughing, folks, because I heard it. Anyway, Rebecca, thank you so much for your time and coming on. Wish Jason, I hope he gets well, and we'll be seeing you in about 6-7 weeks in Las
Yeah,
Vegas.
thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Rebecca, I'll reach out to you too. I would love to be able to have you come.
Or I don't know, is she drinking too much too over there? I mean, I
No,
suppose,
I'm drinking water and cranberry.
all right, was it the frog that knocked it over? I was just wondering if there's a
No,
frog.
luckily, my daughter has let it go.
Okay, all right, all righty.
As
Anyway,
I started to say, I would love to invite you to the booth when you get there. I know your schedule is going to be insane, but I'd love to invite you in so that you could meet the founder and the board, because everyone will be there. It would be a pleasure to
Well,
have
we'll definitely stop by for sure.
Awesome. Terrific. Thank you.
awesome.
No, you're
Kathy,
welcome.
thank you very much for stepping in tonight, the last minute. Appreciate it. I'll see you and Timmy tomorrow night. So have a good one.
Yeah, safe trip, Ronnie.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. I'll
Good
try
night,
to stay
everyone.
awake.
Good night,
Take care, Rebecca. Take care.
Good
Have a
night.
good one. Give our best to Jason.
Thank you.
From
Absolutely.
all of us to all of you guys, we'll see you next week. Have a fantastic one.
Cheers,
And,
everybody.
Cheers to everybody. Have
Cheers,
a safe
everybody.
week.
And please be careful if you're driving home.
And we'll find out what that sonogram child's going to be soon. Boy or girl. We're working on it.
Girl.
It's a girl?
It's a girl.
We'll call it Mary. We'll call it Mary. Thank you, everybody. Salud.
Bye.
Tell my brothers
What's up?
to line 'em up. We'll drink that whiskey from those old dirty cups. We'll toast to the present, the future, and the past. This ain't my first drink, but I sure it ain't my last. 'Cause this world is so beautiful. I see its love come shining through. This world is so beautiful. I feel its love come shining through.